Morning. Right then, heart health. So, the benefits of exercise on your heart and how to incorporate, as a beginner, exercise into your day, at least 6 days a week, okay? To benefit your heart and your lungs and your circulatory system, which are vitally important. So, if we think of any muscle in the body, let's say your biceps, okay? Bicep curls. When you do bicep curls, what are you doing? You're forcing your muscle to work hard. You're forcing the cells to work hard. They metabolize or use energy at a quicker rate. Now what that creates is a demand for more oxygenated, nutrient-rich blood. Okay? So in relation to your heart is also made of muscle, cardiac muscle, which, unlike skeletal muscle, the muscle in your skeleton lines up like that, cardiac muscle tends to line up like that. The reason for that, because it contracts in a twisting kind of circular motion. But cardiac muscle actually just does that back and forth. So we're creating a demand for oxygen-rich blood and nutrient-rich blood. So if you elevate your heart rate, your heart muscles are actually saying to you, Steve, we're beating faster, we're working harder, we need more blood. But what cleverly happens in your heart is, as your heart develops a better or a more efficient delivery system of blood to the cells, your cells actually kind of turn around then, after a while, and say, do you know what, thanks for that. Now that we're getting more oxygen-rich blood and nutrient-rich blood, we can actually pump less, but more efficiently. So your heart can actually pump less times in 1 minute, but the force of the contraction can actually pump out more blood, which is why they say fitter people have lower heart rates, because you can have two people, one's reasonably normal and one is extremely fit. Their heart rate will be, 30, 40 beats per minute. They're really fit at rest. And their heart rate will be 60 to 70 beats per minute at rest. Their heart is having to work harder to pump out the same amount of blood as this, because this heart is more efficient. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay, good. So if your heart is working less hard, so it's more efficient, then that is less stress on your heart and your circulatory system. Now, some people will say, well, if the contraction is harder, then surely your blood pressure inside your arteries is higher. Well, that's not necessarily true, because your body becomes a machine and it adapts. So it becomes very efficient at adapting to the changes in pressure inside those arteries, okay? Not the veins, the arteries. So your heart becomes more, and your circulatory system, becomes more adaptive to the stretch and the compliance in your arteries. So your blood pressure doesn't necessarily increase. It adapts easier. So when you start to exercise, fit people, their blood pressure will adapt. So they'll feel kind of, they won't feel lightheaded, they won't get really hot and flushed. Whereas if you look at a normal person and a reasonably unfit person, or seemingly unfit person, when they start exercising, they get out of breath really quickly because the heart can't cope with the demand. They get really flushed because their blood pressure increases, because they haven't got that compliance. They haven't got that adaptation ready. So, how to begin to initiate this process? Doesn't matter what age you're at, and I advise you, if you're over the age of 55, 60, 65 years old, to consult a physician or go to your GP first before doing this. But what I would do, 20 minutes. 20 minutes a day, first thing in the morning, go out for a walk, do something, take the dog out, do whatever you want to do, but do something that's outside of your normal working routine. So people say to me, oh, well, I take the dog out every day and we walk for a mile and we come home, but I don't realize why I'm putting on weight. That's because your body is adapted. Your body knows that walk is coming. It's not exercise anymore. After about a month, your body's like, right, it's walk time. I know the walk is coming. So what you need to now start doing is changing your route, if you can. So if you're walking on reasonably flat, chuck the dog in a car, find somewhere that's got a bit of a hill, and change your route, or walk for longer, walk faster, jog if you can, okay? So you've got to go over and above what's seemingly normal. So there's one way beginners can incorporate it, okay? Because I know so many people, so many clients that have come to me and gone, I exercise every day. Take the dog for a walk. I go out for the bike, I go out on the bike for, 20 minutes, half hour. That's fine. I jump on the bike for 35, 40, 50 minutes. At least 4 to 5 mornings a week. But no cycle is ever the same. Some days I'll do intervals. Some days I'll just do constant, keep my heart rate at a constant level. Some days I'll hammer it. Some days I'll come to a spin class, which is like fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, which is again intervals, or fartlek training. Some days I'll go on the bike and I'll jump on the ski erg and I'll jump back on the bike. So every single day I'm doing something that's different because I'm testing my body, I'm pushing it. So for the beginner, that's where I would start. Do something for 20, 25 minutes for the first 2 weeks, just to elevate your heart rate slightly and see where you go. If you're having, and you're doing it, if you're having those 2 biscuits in the afternoon with a milky cup of tea, don't do it. Cut it out for 7 days. Weigh yourself at the start of the week, weigh yourself at the end of the week. See how you feel. The reason you're looking for those biscuits is because your diet is wrong and your blood insulin is all over the place. So your body, your stomach, is sending messages to your brain to say you want sugar because your brain is starting to shut down because you need the sugar. So your diet's wrong. That's where you should contact me, because we can sort your diet out, we can sort your nutrition out, and we can sort your exercise plan out. So